abusia for in channel and so mo akwaba so so efa wo mre channel so ha e da so aye be media je abusia be so ase enani de ko twa channel so a eni de kwan so abusia be so subscribe e de amabo notification bell so for podcast updates na abusia for there some leak audio bi ababonten leak audio bi abusia alleged da ba betodwa enya nsem kitoni na efa eye Ken Ofori Atta ne extradition process no ene eye ne top experienced lawyers here abusia chese wa hayi omo ewo eye America no abusia omo nsem omo de ababetodwa yes nsem a chese omo atene de ababetodwa efa eye Ken Ofori Atta ho ena abusia allegedly omo tira this information eye leaked info chese ababonti we dey ma me kasa wan pese ekone kotie ensem a ekoso yes yintie ensem a ekoso ewo this kind leaked audio mi na se wi abusu abomode na ya kire ya ha era so ai be media je chebuse be so ase ena de ko nitwa channel so a bomode subscribe my YouTube channel na abusu abon notification bell na podcast update abusu afo mo ma yintie ne ekoso emra sese ha era so ai be media je ya da se
department after working things up to now we'll go to U.S. federal court. We'll give it to a judge for a judge to examine the case. And a judge is satisfied saying, indeed, Neymar here accusing Ken Ofori Atta from America and crime here accusing so why to be the same thing should be a crime in America. The why is yes, yeah, that's it. And Messi here and then we're chanting and then the case will be back to the State Department and the DOJ to make a final determination whether the person will have to be repatriated or not. So that your friend is a Ken Ofori Atta for so conducting these guys are jokers to the stand. Say, this is the finance minister of the Republic of Ghana, one of the most powerful people. Akroma now we need patria. Binum cross a powerful chain. Baumia.
That's right.
And the most powerful person. I walk away. Na ye Ken of oil, uyi president for na Ken Ofori Atta. Or na masoja phone kura na bag in the cover. It's a day na sa wan kasa ma me kru papa krum untimi ma say. And idea way, so what Mama Kacha say is going to be an indictment on him forever.
And that of his family.
And that of his children. Because your child will walk to school and people will tell him that oh papa kwasi ampanyi no fa isika odwan ya wanti me makrum okonwo be mine so no
kwasi ampanyi kwa oh papa kromfo no
yes na say kromfo no kwasi ampanyi the difference be anim obi a we here for sika de obi a we here for sika de
obi betu ya kwasi ampanyi so no
Alaska enti this is the kind of your friend saying branch ya ne ma ebebe e okroma say if you to kwan na man for siawa that is the kind of idea man for the battle so it is a winning say wunya nye bone a me say akufo ado kran na mkroma say person akufo ado ono tam Ghana sika kotu amena say yenye ya fa de say
cathedral
yenye cathedral na no mete say na din yes sponsor ha na say this year World Cup na ya tum sika no na wa obe we ne World Cup ru benya $50 million na mo ni agi bom nsem na me say mun nim bibi yet Akroma World Cup winner sika mienu sika na obo kotu amana no etise Ghana win World Cup mienu World Cup na ye kobia na no mama $10 million ye ni age no World Cup no se Ghana ko na ye win cup no na ade achi no mo so mo sen abofoforo na ye sen akobo na ye san win a sika benya free sa World Cup mienu no
obi di
ato amana ko say na nipa tena se dim krasesem wen
anya krasesem nipa bonifo sam
Alaska na kwabra ne tena krom ha egu amanfo bank ene papa kwasi ndiom ye fence me hu say me say okafo ene onlam krom say ono ankasa ntimi nante okrom a osi krom no ya ono nko obi da bagabo ne timaku no because obi sika kwa kodi ho somebody called me and says and sika over there 400,000 ekodi Gold Coast way accusing papa kwasi ndiom so oni na di ne sika but ebia na enyo ono a
that's right
but kwabra ne de timoden ene apart from say kwasi ndiom oba ekawura no my life is also in danger because I am not sure that Papa Kwasi Ndiom can walk on the streets of Ghana free of a fan who obi who no call so kwa kwaji ni sika. Your friend say other banks, GT Bank. Is a papa no wa die motivational speaker various platforms.
GT Bank was say after say ogu ni bank kura wie no. Wa sampro osizi ni password bi later wa kura send the passport ni man no. Niba graduate to America, all the poor America American embassy say my fan.
Besa mano.
It was signing your man and a cocoa to me.
You all born here in waiting. Na sa nipa we no dwana kwatena America. Omra kuro meyi na no. Obi anya mfa asem to so. You say you were the person at the center of all the financial controversy across Akroma say. Bra. Na be you no. Na yen said in some city de dia to so no. Come and clear your point enya me na say na tie. Court no nipa na we kodi asemo. Yentimi nchichira asem fa ncha wo kwan abranya wo na wo ye mfa nkoto prison. Now the very moment you wave this and decide to fight it to the extent that this is a minor attempt to extradite you and I no what sign behind lawyers are how shameless these people are and how dangerous Akufo-Addo is by bringing in these petty criminals to come and run this country down. And the president Akufo-Addo Tinchen no be a wunya GDA when the Musa or my finance minister Sam Cross same way not Tinchen. How will you feel as a person?
W I don't know to say well orchestrated almost tenacity see a baby here. And now we are Daniko.
Na Jan we are never gonna flu krum. We are Yansania, Oma Mikro Papa Krum, we gonna flu krum, and you can't come back. And so what declare her persona non grata?
That's right.
Menim baby na mawo ebia obetima for sumase apiemu nyina de akodia Alaska. So you see the onus may lie on the state but larger part of this onus lie on Ken Ofori Atta.
That's right.
And for me his unwillingness to come no is a huge indictment on him Akufo-Addo and the very people who are defending him
and even the party
and I had the party I done into jokers and I'm for nam social platform and Sabian some hulu some phone Casafino when I'm not more catcher. Look at the party. And this is the product you gave us, Ken Ofori Atta. On Namana Washisha White take to Bible and I saw come on himself pardon and Nimyansa. And do time Bible now Namna Yamini you convince a lot of people. You understand? Because Nipana Ohiana Jintino. The very moment I Bible so nam so nyame asem na no obi abedi wachi and this guy was able to fool everybody in this country not knowing say they were running Ponzi schemes. When we were here telling people, they thought say we didn't like Akufo-Addo and then one way the whole finance minister cannot and other person can hold any years or those what Ghana.
That's right. Now who we Ghana
Alaska. And you see because orchestration Omo ye na no aban no woso no mugane ye then they are seeking to create impressions you find saying chief of staff and a man of crime hoping say telling people say a chief of staff under this government no a chief of staff under the same government permitted him to leave because the letter was submitted to him at the time not transition and happy place right. John Mahama even though was president he didn't have any power because Akufo-Addo was president so they did everything that they could to run away. And this bring back to Amamu Akufo-Addo bebu ye. Ti yetana na ka kire say a dark page in our political history. Don't sit there and emotionally say obi mpenasem. Amamu boni obebu ye na hunsunsan so to the extent say o mind ba akutimi de within 4 years. A capital market because I say yamakwan yetimi ko bobosia kwabrane ko raise over $11.4 billion per Akroma. 11.
Now, I did hear your so send you to the bank as transactional advisors. If you busy your Bobiano, not the bank.
Alaska, and see the difference between NDC and MPP. Within 4 years, oh no, 4 years back, within 2-3 years, Yakobo Bosia $11.4 billion by Akroma. You know the idea yet. John Mahama bar power within 1 year, less than 1 year. Sami Jamfi outfit, I raise Sikaseng.
8 billion.
I can tell you that by the end of this year, that money will be around 10 billion for just 1 year. But the 4 years, Kobo Bosia 11 billion. The Mahama by nothing has changed. It's just the thinking, realign priorities and making sure that we concentrate on how you need to mobilize Sika for minor. But gold, mean gold Akroma say.
No,
say gold no harder.
Right.
So all that they needed to do is to bring wisdom to bear and make sure that the state become the only medium of export of gold in this country, and the money will come to the central bank. That's the only thing. this joker sat in this country, borrowed this particular country into hell, into a hole. After that, the sikani dinsemhunu, eshi sikani yina, dibi kotu amana, ba so for pa, mambe nena mhabu bo kotu kasi obibe jina no kasa. Because I'm wondering how. I catch a bit back on that surround up. I'll be an essay and meet me school feeding or the deep bonnet. Oh, I saw for Nanado. I'm one of the cathedral. Or Bonnie Minu, who I say, the classmate in the Yesu. When in the theaters are already there, to do some who come her as Sigana Sika. And these people are out there telling us, oh, your friend is saying, my resident free board, so and I say, and I one kind of crunch, and another will gain. The cost of one. Yeah, young crown crack, I think, and sort and some who would get in a while. So, one answers in a mini pan, one who answer one day with, oh, come on, my new Robert and have a catcher, say, no, my resign, I didn't tell me, I will gain, you're from the one you're again. Nippana catchers are on fire or mine sick and ya, yeah, dash out millions of dollars, you know. Nessica never run and how never, nothing if you papa on a neighbor. Krumana and cannot crack. Intina ye brain, a money pan cannot crack. But I'm going to Alaska, ye back swap brew mine with my men. I don't know, make a Miss Lumba Casey by and who say, I now understand why I hear for because what you're here for. Because even with this poor society, you will mean people are not. Your friends say, Nippon can come saying.
Oguswa Media subscribe, like it, Media share, and for friends, and Sanka be kindly click on the notification bell no send a bear. Yeah, the any news be out of platform no so I won't so no the air co and the airba. Or from you no Ivan Che innocent to us or adding some donut to Jayin Kuti.
Oh, no crank cannot crack. No, Sikarina Bay. So the society is cursed. Miss Adam, oh, yes. Cursed. Oh, Alaska. Now the society is cursed. Now, Alaska, if you are morally corrupt, you can never be successful unless over crime for so. Someone for crime be so fast over first guy. But what if you are now morally corrupt, you will never be successful in life. Yes, people make money. They are not way morally whatever, but people have other means. So we bet me out on drugs again. That's right. We bet me out for combonies. But some may bobra papa adia ye. If you are morally corrupt or boah. And because that is nature. Nature has its own prescriptions and nature has its own principle. This society is a very corrupt society. Ghana. When you hear say Lumba situation by just can't through and you understand why. Never cause was here. I hear for no woman best here. Because the society is a very corrupt society. And for me, I think that Ken Ofori Atta na Kufuor do moye a toda yeah. But a fair me you be no stance ya father dada. Say Alaska. O mine na team no. Sa na beye. And the course you still get people who come out there and defend say oh Ken Ofori Atta, Ken Ofori Atta, Ken Ofori Atta, Ken Ofori Atta. And what boy from a we no or say Akroma and when Jessica at the high top judges in America to go and defend him. The Attorney General will do his best to ensure say Ombeye de Akroma say. But say you know he has the upper hand. Well, you Ghana government, because it is a political matter. I say, Ken Ofori Atta aye Yahoo. And that is say Abutre kanum die bi no wako America. I don't know. We may not have to go to any process. I know it's a power baba. But when it is a political this is the point I want Ghanaians to understand. Say when it is a political extradition, it's a different thing. So I've listened to people say, why didn't I say improve for that is a very narrow argument to make. You need to understand